car.
Do you like my Jag? Don't you think it's smarter than Bob's car?
Yes, Dick, I like it very much. It's smarter than Bob's car and faster than Peter's. It's one of the fastest cars in London.
Yes, and it's one of the most expensive ones too. It's more comfortable than a Buick, and its engine is better than any other engine. It's one of the best cars.
That's all very well. It's an excellent car, but...
But what?
It isn't yours. It's your mother's.
Dick Lee and Gwen are sitting in Mrs. Lee's Jaguar, and they're driving to Denton Cottage. Gwen's a shop assistant in one of the biggest department stores in London. She works in the souvenir department on the second floor. The department store. Gwen's a beautiful girl. She's as tall as Dick, perhaps a bit taller. She's slim. Her hair is dark, and she has light blue eyes. She's more beautiful than any other girl on her floor. The department store is in Oxford Street. It has more departments than any other store. But even so, Gwen doesn't like working there. She isn't satisfied with her job. She has already worked in a number of shops. Those shops in Bond Street were much finer and much more elegant than this store. And the shops in Carnaby Street were much more fashionable. Here you only see ordinary people. You seldom see any VIPs. The most famous film and TV stars do their shopping in Bond Street, and all the pop stars go to Carnaby Street. How elegant they were, how beautiful, how smart. Gwen was happy just to look at them, because she couldn't talk to them, and she couldn't serve them either. The bosses didn't let her serve the important customers, because she was younger than the other assistants. But one day, she'll never forget it, the door opened and Audrey Stepburn entered the shop. She was the most famous star at that time. She was even more famous than Liz Saylor is now. She went straight up to Gwen. The boss was busy at the back of the shop, and she served her. She still remembers every word of the conversation. The conversation in the shop.
Good morning, madam. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to buy a present for my friend's daughter.
What sort of present did you want?
I don't quite know. What do you recommend?
How old is she?
She'll be 16 tomorrow.
What about a ring?
That's a good idea. Will you show me some rings, please?
Here they are. How about this one, madam?
It's pretty, but isn't that one with the stones prettier?
That isn't as expensive as this one, and it's a bit bigger. By the way, do you know the size of her finger?
Oh, I'm afraid I don't. Will you show me something else? What else can you recommend?
How about a watch?
And that was the end of their conversation, because the boss came and sent her to another customer. She was angry with him and decided to leave the shop right away. The bosses were the same everywhere, and the other assistants didn't like her either. Because I'm beautiful and talented. One day I'll be as famous as Audrey Stepburn, and I'll come into this shop, and everybody will be happy just to look at me, she thought. Gwen and Dick.
Now I'm sitting here with this boy Dick in his mother's car. He's very nice to me and very much in love with me too, but I don't like him at all. Can he do anything to help make me a star? Nothing. Of course, his parents are very rich and he's promised to marry me. But if he marries me, he won't get a penny from his mother. He hasn't even introduced me to his parents. Now he's again promised to introduce me, but I don't believe him. He promised the same a week ago. And what happened? Nobody was at home. I went in only to see the house. They are really well off. Better off than any of my friends. His room was very nice and tidy. But I didn't even let him kiss me. No, I didn't.
She didn't even let me kiss her last time. Perhaps I'll be luckier this time. It's Sunday morning, and everybody has gone out for the day. Even the new gardener. We'll be alone in the house. She'll be angry when it turns out that nobody is at home. But I'll give her a present, one of Mother's less valuable rings. Mum has got so many rings, she won't miss it. She won't notice if I take one of the less valuable ones.